Hi guys, it's Mina, and today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 versions of Sleeping Beauty. Now, I like Sleeping Beauty. It's a great fairy tale, and I'm going to talk about some versions I saw of this. And if you guys like this video, then if you guys enjoy this video, then give it a thumbs up. And by the way, let me know if you guys want me to review Sleeping Beauty for Walt Disney's birthday or maybe my birthday, and I will try my best to do that. So I'm going to get started. So number one on my list would have to be Sleeping Beauty 1955, which is the Disney version. 1959, my bad. This is one of my favorite Disney movies, so I love this movie because I like the characters, I like the story, even though one of my biggest pet peeves is done falling in love right away, but I do have to admit, Once Upon a Dream is my favorite song from this film. It's one of my favorite Disney songs. I love that song so much. Yeah, that's a pretty catchy song, I have to admit. It's a great song. It's fun to sing along to. And I do like the relationship between Philip and Aurora, even though they do fall in love right away, which is kind of one of my biggest pet peeves. See, well, their relationship's kind of not my favorite relationship. Okay, so number 2 on my list would have to be Sleeping Beauty Favorite Fairy Tales. I like this one because it tells the original story of Sleeping Beauty, but it's a kid-friendly kind. I'm not going to say the disturbing part of Sleeping Beauty, but if you guys want to hear the top 10 most disturbing if you guys want a top 10 most disturbing things about fairy tales, then let me know in the comments down below. I do find this fairy tale a little bit disturbing. Original fairy tale a little bit disturbing, but I do like the story because this one involves a princess and then she's asleep for 100 years. But in the Disney movie, she's not asleep for that long. She's only asleep for a few hours. Number 3 on my list happy Sleeping Kitty, and this is from Hello Kitty Fairy Tale Theater. And this one involves like the Sleeping Beauty Hello Kitty as Sleeping Beauty who has a birthday party but forgets to invite a fairy. So she ends up they're having a curse placed on her at her birthday party. If she watches TV, she'll fall into a deep sleep and never wake up. But her fairy godmother changes it, and then she accidentally watches TV and she ends up falling asleep for 100 years. But technically it's only like a couple minutes that she falls asleep. Number 4 on my list had to be Sleeping Beauty Bedtime Song for Children. So what this is like the story of Sleeping Beauty in a kid-friendly version. And in this version, it tells the same exact story. She falls asleep for 100 years. And she is waking up by a kiss from a prince. Number 5 on my list would have to be Briar Rose. I like this story because this tells the story of Sleeping Beauty as well, except the princess's name is Briar Rose instead of Sleeping Beauty. And this tells the same story as Sleeping Beauty, where when she's a baby, she's cursed to fall dead after breaking her finger on a spindle of a spinning wheel. But she ends up having the curse placed on her where she falls asleep for 100 years. And after she pricks her finger, she ends up falling asleep for 100 years. And then her handsome prince of her dreams wakes her up. Next, number 6 on my list would have to be Sleeping Beauty Fairy Tale Theater. Now, this tells the same story of Fairy Tale Theater, and this is not too kid-friendly too much because it tells like the original story of Sleeping Beauty, except it doesn't show where she has like the kids at the end. And it just tells like the original story of how she fell asleep and how she was woken up. Number 7 on my list would have to be Sleeping Beauty Britannica. This also tells the story of Sleeping Beauty, and this is kind of a kid-friendly one as well. Like, it doesn't show, like, how she bore 2 children from the prince, like in the original fairy tale, while she was asleep. But she, like, falls asleep after sleep for 100 years, but then she's waken up by a prince. Yeah, I like the animation in this one as well. Number 8 on my list would be Sleeping Beauty Rankin Bass. I really like this one because I like the animation and I like how the princess's name is Beauty, which is pretty cute. And it does have some pretty funny scenes in this version too. Number 9 on my list had to be Sleeping Beauty Fractured Fairy Tales. Now this is a comedic version. In this one, a prince sees a princess who is asleep for 100 years, and he opens an attraction for the sleeping princess who's been asleep for 100 years. But then it ends up failing after it becomes boring. Number 10 on my boring, and he loses all his money, and the princess as well. Number 10 on my list would be Hello Kitty Sleeping Beauty. Now in this one you got Hello Kitty playing the sleeping princess, and it's just kind of the same story where she pricks her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel. She falls to sleep for 100 years, but then she's waken up by her handsome prince, who's played by Dear Daniel. But instead of kissing her, he opens the curtains and it wakes her up, which is pretty interesting. Because usually when the princess is cursed, she's waken up by a kiss from her handsome prince. Oh well, fairy tales sometimes have different versions. Different things that happen in different versions. Anyway, that was my top 10 versions of Sleeping Beauty, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!